We have Aero's handguard offerings. We got the Mod 4, the Enhanced, and an R1, and we'll mention the S1. All in all, I have to say Aero Precision makes very good handguards. I'm a big fan. I just wanted to kind of show a comparison of the three main options that they have and talk about some pros and cons to all of them. So over here, we will start with the Atlas R1. There is another variant of this that has some of the pick rail cut out in the middle section. So this is a fully aluminum handguard. It's got a lot of relief cuts cut in here to save some weight. You do get 3 sections of M-lock, all ending with a QD. These are not reinforced QDs, they are aluminum. Here's the barrel nut that comes with it. The locking system for these is, it's pretty cool. It's interesting. It can be annoying at times, especially if you haven't done it before. I've done tons of these and I still get annoyed with it sometimes. These are not recommended for anything like lasers, where you need to zero it and need it to hold 0. This is not the handguard for you. However, if you have smaller hands, maybe you like getting real solid grip on it, this will be my diameter indicator on all these.
It's science.
It's a solid handguard. If you're getting into your first gun, it's a great option. If you need weight savings, it's a great option. Honestly, any of these are great options for your first gun or the first gun you're building, or just an enhancement on something you bought, like a fully built out package. Very, very low profile, very slim. I will say if you're doing a piston, like a short stroke piston system, this will not fit. That'll lead over to this guy. This will fit a piston system. The main reason this one over here won't is because you'll see the end is cut really high with a rounded curve. However, when you look down, there's a whole section in the middle, I believe for rigidity, that is like the shape of the roof of a house. And it brings that down about, what is that, like 3-4 millimeters, 5 millimeters, something like that. However, this one, massive internal, I believe it's like 1.7 inch across internally. So with this, again, you get the 3 sections of M-lock, all ending in QDs. The barrel nut for these are a little bit different. Big old chunky circle. There are 8 screws that actually hold the barrel nut or the handguard onto the barrel nut like that. They make it to where it's a bit easier to time, so these are all pass-throughs for your gas tube and or your piston rod. Both of those handguards, they do have aluminum barrel nuts. And there you go. Again, this is not really recommended for anything that needs to hold 0. However, this is thin, light. These are very similar in weight. It is fully aluminum. It is a little bit bigger if you have bigger hands, and it is a pretty comfortable handguard. With that depth, you can also fit suppressors in it. If you're thinking about doing something like a Huxworks Ventum, this is the Ventum 762. It does not fit. So I believe this is like a 1.8 diameter suppressor. This 1.7. To show you the girth of that, it does fit where the barrel nut goes. That's all. It is very close. Something like a 1.5 inch diameter suppressor would fit in here. If you're doing a pistol can that's also rated for 300 blackout or something like that, that could be a good option if you're doing this. Just don't do QD. Do direct thread if you're going to do that, because clearly if you're going to do an embedded suppressor, tell me how you're going to turn the QD when it's like that. You would have to take your handguard off to get the QD off to put it on another gun. Kind of weird. So if you're going to do that, just direct thread it onto here, and that would be a dedicated can. So that is something that will fit. That will not fit in here unless you're putting this on like a 22 and you have like a little thin 22 can. Nothing else is really fitting in that. And then this is the Mod 4. This is the latest one that they've come out with, but clearly this just came out of the box. So there are 2 screws in that little baggie. This one does come with the barrel nut. That is important to mention. These do not. The Enhanced does not come with a barrel nut. You have to buy it separate. or get one of their uppers specific to that handguard. Both of these and the S1 do come with a barrel nut. So this one, it comes installed already right there with the lag bolts in. This does not. It is in a little separate container. This is very, very similar of a product to the R1. You've got the full length pick. There are no relief cuts in the top. I'm assuming that's for rigidity. You have a steel. If that is wrong, I will correct it right here. A steel barrel nut. You have your 2 screws right here with the torque printed on it, which is very nice, with a tolerance. So it's 55 inch-pounds plus or minus 5 inch-pounds. You get 4 QD slots on this one. Unlike those, you don't get the slot on the bottom. These are steel lined. This is a very similar design as some other companies. Some other companies might put it down at the bottom. I've seen a couple others put it up here. This is a very rigid design, so anything for zeroing can reliably go on here. If you're throwing your laser at the front or something like that, you get M-lock on every side that is not the top Picatinny rail. Gives you a bit more leeway and options with mounting any accessories, lights, whatever you got going on, unlike these where it's just the 3 sides. Very, very nice and rigid option. It is slightly heavier than this, primarily because of that steel barrel nut and the little steel accent pieces. There we go, you can kind of see it. They kind of, I'm guessing, glue or fuse this on here somehow. The steel inserts for the QD, if you have it attached and this somehow falls off, the way it works is it will not fall out if you have your QD on. These are notched. I prefer notched QD slots, at least on the handguard side. I'm alright with not having it notched on the rearward side. I actually really like the Mod 4. I have it on another gun. Big fan, and I'm probably going to be switching one of the piston systems that's currently on an enhanced handguard over to this. Why is that possible now? I have a low pro piston system. This thing is cut all the way through, unlike this one, specifically the Superlative Arms piston system, I believe. Yeah, it's kind of just tall, so I need that clearance in the top. The dimensions on the rest of the gas block are the same, so it doesn't really matter where it kind of falls in that. So if you have Superlative, or I believe this will also fit the Adams Arms piston system. Oh, I didn't do it. There you go. Very similar size to this one. Pretty much is the same size, just different cut. I do prefer this one the best, but these are great handguards. I love them. In fact, I have, like I said, I have 2 of these in use. I don't believe I have any R1s, but I have a S1 on a 308 AR-10. I don't actually have anything on the rail that needs to be zeroed, and just saves me some weight on that big old chunky platform. But again, does include a barrel nut, does include a barrel nut, does not include a barrel nut. You need to buy it separate. So hope that helps in some way, shape, or form, or at least lets you see these 3 side by side. Thanks for watching.